So, here's the thing about Wizards of Waverly Place. You know, when I was a kid, it was always my favorite show growing up, and I always tried to think back to what made this show so special. I've come to a conclusion that there are quite a few reasons, but here's a summary of everything I love about it. 1. Alex Russo.
I'm Alex Russo, sophomore. I should be a junior, but I don't test well.
I have total faith in saying that she is the best kid show protagonist of this time period. She's so far ahead of when this show came out, it's almost unbelievable. First of all, Selena Gomez really nails this role. Her delivery is perfectly sarcastic and dry, which is, not the usual personality type for kid shows. Most female leads are portrayed as bubbly, perky, loud, and bright, but Alex flies in the face of that personality type and creates her own presence not based off being over the top, but being the straight man. And she loves to eat. Plus, she's still super confident in herself, to the point of annoyance sometimes, but that's part of her development. She's also a bit of a little shit, but I mean that in a good way. She's always scheming and doing more work than necessary to try and do as little work as possible. It's done in a lot of comedies, but those types of characters always make me laugh, and I love all the jokes she has about laziness, watching TV, all that stuff. She's just so relatable, and definitely not the typical character you'd see in a show from that time period. Plus, if I had magic, I would be abusing it just as much as she does. And she gets in, the best digs.
He is the first member of the Alien Language League to ever make an organized sports team. Try and make fun of that.
You just did.
Her style is often more subdued and less girly, as many would say, but she still cares about her appearance and definitely has her own fashion sense that she likes to actually indulge. They end up avoiding a lot of the pitfalls of the typical young girl protagonist and really forge their own character here. There aren't a lot of heartfelt resolutions with nice, convenient lessons for her. She's rather stubborn. And when things get serious, she can actually be extremely level-headed and determined to fix her own mistakes. I appreciate some of the serious acting they did in this show as well. Selena was actually really going for it in some of those scenes. Number 2, Harper Finkel.
Prepare to be punished severely for what you have done.
Honesty feels pretty good, huh?
Probably one of the best friend characters in all of these kid shows, mostly because she makes herself stand out. Those outfits, modern fashion designers would kill to be her. She's also super morally grounded and is often the voice of reason in Alex's schemes, or gives really heartfelt relationship advice that Alex doesn't really ever take. And, yet again, the actress who plays her makes the role even better than it was written on paper. Jennifer Stone is so fun and lively in this role, it's really impossible not to like her character. Loyal, fun, bright, level-headed, what's to hate there? Family dynamics.
He is family.
Yes, that is what we are. We are special, what?
I found myself really falling for the family bonds that are forged over the 4 seasons. Each duo in the family is thoroughly explored and has their own unique bond and dynamic that makes them feel like an actual family that really loves and cares for each other. They added a lot of fantastic details to flesh out all of these characters. I love that the dad chose not to be a wizard due to the rules and is their teacher throughout the show. It actually makes him a really textured character and a wise master for the kids that makes their growth and learning seem realistic and attainable. Alex has a really nice brother-sister relationship with Justin. They tease each other non-stop, of course, but it's so realistic and fun to watch as they get their own digs in on each other. They both have wins and losses, but at the end of the day, they really care about each other too. Think about whenever Justin got into a relationship. Alex was always skeptical and jealous, which, sure, is not super healthy to work out your feelings, but is something she works on throughout the series. But it does come from a place of extreme care for her family. And that scene from the movie where she breaks down about how much she loves him is actually so effective. It really makes you tear up. Number 4, the world. Such an interesting and inventive setting for a children's sitcom to be in. The premises of each episode are so out there each time, but it's fun to watch how far they'll take a certain spell and mix it in with the typical preteen hijinks. And they actually put in enough locations, rules, key characters, and figures to really flesh out this world into something that you can see and want to be a part of. Who didn't dream of being a part of this world when they were younger? With the school, the competition, the secrets, and everything that they have to do to stay a wizard, it actually makes for a really detailed world with with a lot of fun places and characters to turn to. They throw in vampires and werewolves and all the modern legends, so the world is really full and lively with a lot of creatures and concepts to explore. And the key concept of there only being one wizard for each family and then kind of hanging that over the audience for the entire series is, I'm not gonna lie, kind of genius. They were all training for this competition the entire show, and we know it's going to happen at the end from the first episode. It's like a looming threat over all of the characters that we all end up rooting for by the end. And we're actually going to have to start choosing one of them one of those days. Obviously, we can probably predict that Alex would have won, but she does it in a way that shows off her development into a really kind and caring person who has abandoned her selfishness, but not who she is as a person. And they throw in a twist and subvert your expectations by having Justin keep his as well, and it's actually a valid reason that doesn't feel forced. He should lead the school, and Max is content in his life without powers. They figure out to end it in a way that makes everyone really happy and satisfied, and really ends the series on a positive note, makes a good use of the original concept that they were setting up. Overall, it makes for a show that really hits everything you need. The jokes are still funny nowadays and hold up because of the dry humor and sarcasm, and the characters are really fun to watch grow up and evolve. They really peaked here on Disney Channel, in my opinion. I don't think there was a better show that came after this. But if you agree, let me know in the comments below. What's your favorite children's show from that time period? And if you enjoyed this video, consider supporting us further by joining us on patreon.com/TV_wins. There you can get early access to all of our content. You can request whatever you want to see on the channel, and you can get full reactions for our reactions. So, get on there. And I will see you next time. Kid shows are fun to talk about. I don't care. You know what? I don't have any shame anymore. Wizards of Waverly Place is fucking great and holds up. And I will dare anyone to challenge me for my saying that. But have a wonderful day and spread positivity wherever you can. Bye.